So apparently, Kemi Badenoch is now a victim of racism. She's in the news again. Yeah, see it up here. She's in the news. And this time, she's crying foul because she's facing racist abuse. How ironic. And I just want to say, Kemi, welcome to the club. And congratulations on discovering what most of us learned in primary school. As my father would eloquently say then, he said a man can meet his destiny on the road he chose to avoid it. Now, Britain is repaying the loyalty with racism. So welcome home, sister. Welcome home. Let me get this straight. Okay? You, Kemi, the same woman who said, I don't care about colonialism. You, Kemi, you said African societies have no concept of rights. You described Nigeria like it was some horror movie. You called it the place you ran from. And now you are surprised the same people you've been defending are turning on you. You are shocked that the hill you were ready to buy on is crumbling under your feet. Seriously? You shocked? This is what we call white adjacency withdrawal symptoms. You get close enough to the fire and now you are wondering, you are shocked it burns. Do you even know how you sound right now? You sound like someone trying to sue gravity because it ruined your dreams of flying. That's how you sound. You see, let's take a retrospective look at some of the horrendous things she said.
It's virtually impossible, for example, to get Nigerian citizenship. I had that citizenship by virtue of my parents. I can't give it to my children because I'm a woman. Federal government girls' school in a place called Shagamu, and that was like being in prison.
Kemi said she never felt safe in Nigeria. Apparently, the mosquitoes, the generators, and hearing her neighbors fight gave her PTSD.
You've talked about how it didn't matter that you were middle class because you could literally hear neighbours getting beaten up if they did the wrong things.
But when I talked about neighbours getting beaten up, that was, actual armed robbers going in that you could hear and that everybody would be terrified.
She said she ran away from Nigeria and finally felt safe in the UK. She said she feels at home in the UK. She even said she doesn't identify as Nigerian anymore, which honestly is fine by me.
My main identity is as British. That is what I see myself as. Nigeria is a nationality, it's not an ethnicity.
Honestly, fine. Because Nigeria also doesn't identify as you. So my sister, or why they call her my sister, novice, my Oyibo sister, why are you on the news now? Waiting they happen. Why are you on the news? Waiting they sup? Is that colonial comfort still comforting? Or is it giving go back to where you came from energy? Now, Frantz Fanon wrote, and I quote, "There's no doubt whatsoever that the black man's vociferousness is a direct consequence of the colonial undertaking." You see, Kemi's story is just another example of how colonialism didn't just steal our land, it broke our unity. There's no doubt whatsoever that this black on black betrayal, this vociferousness is colonialism's greatest legacy. This constant tearing apart of ourselves is colonization doing its job. They divide us, turned us against one another, and now we've got people like Kemi thinking the path to success is stepping over the bones of our own people, the bones of our ancestors. It's just funny. No, hilarious that Kemi has spent her whole career saying racism doesn't exist. White people aren't the problem. And black people just like to complain too much. only to now be in the group chat like, guys, they are being mean to me because I'm black. I'm getting insult because of my ethnicity. Oh, so now you are black. Now it's racism, right? Not just a difference of opinion. See, the thing is, Kemi really thought racism was a Nigerian export. She thought the only danger came from Africans who call her out for selling out. But now she's learning that the empire never forgets and the Lannisters always pay their debts. I hope you get the idea. But just hold on. Maybe, hear me out. Just hear me out. Maybe it's not white people that are being racist to her right now. Maybe it's Africans that are attacking her for being white. You know she's white. You know she doesn't identify with black anymore. You know you are not a black person, Kemi, right? You have ascended. You are no longer one of us. You are now a white person. You have become white coded. And you know, we are just simply jealous of your whiteness. Maybe we are the ones attacking you based on your white ethnicity. That must be it, not the betrayal, not the mockery of your own heritage, not the way you bend over backwards to defend empire. No, 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 no. You are just too British for our small African minds to comprehend. So it must be the black people attacking you. Anyways, Kemi Badenoch, thoughts and prayers. And I pray that Britain continue to love you exactly the way you love it, blindly, with conditions, deniers. And if it gets too much, in case it gets too much, don't worry. I hear Nigeria is very welcome these days. We dey wait for you for home. You are welcome. You know, that is if you can still find your way home. So you are being attacked because of your ethnicity. So I beg, if now we, the black people, they attack you because you be white, just forgive us, okay? And embrace your whiteness. You know, that place where you feel at home, the place where the police doesn't rob you, where they don't steal your brother's shoe, the place where you didn't attend a school that looks like prison, the place where you didn't snitch on someone in the examination center, the place, come on,